So let's start, and now we have empty project, which is written by React Native. It's a default project by React Native. So if we open app.js, we can see that it's written for us. And so to start, we can actually maybe we can actually test it if it's working or not. And also let's enable hot reloading, so you can click command ND, so there will be hot reload, so you don't need to refresh every time. React Native. Welcome to React Native channel. Let's see. Yeah, it's changed. So let's start, and first actually I think we need to create a new folder, and let's call it source. So all of the source code will be in this folder, and inside this folder let's create folder components, and inside these components let's create one folder. Let's call it home. So this means that when the user app opens the app, there will be home screen. So that's the basic screen, and inside this home screen let's create new file and call it home.js. So let's start to implement our home.js. So import React and component from React, and also we need view, we need FlatList, and we need style sheet, and import it from React Native. Okay, and now let's export this this class as a default. So export home and extends React component. So inside this will be the parent component, and inside and other components will be the children of this component. So let's call the render method to render our view. Return. So that will be this home screen will contain only one flat list, and with items. And items will be our custom items, which will be home item, and we'll implement it later. View and style, and let's give in style container, but we do not implement style yet, but we hopefully will. And flat list data, for now there is no data, and render item, we'll need to implement render item also, and the key structure will be, so we'll get index, and we don't need item, and we'll return index plus. So this will be ID of every item in this flat list. And as actually, let's create some mock data. It will be array of objects with title, React Native, and description will be JavaScript JS framework. Also let's create another one with title. Let's actually copy this one, and let's call it maybe Node.js, JavaScript environment, and let's give this data inside this flat list, and render item. Let's implement the render item. For now, let's implement our render item method. So let's call the render item, and it will return text with some raw text. We actually don't have text, so let's import it from React Native, and let's call it render item. Okay, and let's close the flat list, and actually let's create our styles. So a style sheet, create container, and flex will be 1, and let's give background color of white, and also let's give some padding from top. So I think it will work now, and let's import this. Let's import the class in app.js. So let's delete all unnecessary things. Extends component. We don't need this one. We should don't need this style. Text view. I think we don't need. And this one. Let's import home from. Okay. Inside source components. Home. And okay, I'll delete this one. Let's see. Variable style in home. Styles. So actually see that we have 2 hellos, and now let's implement this. Let's create the new class and call it home item. So basically it will be our custom item for FlatList. So let's create it. React component from React, and okay, we need a view for this one. We need text. We need image. We need. Okay, let's create. Let's import from React Native, so it will give us some hint. Touchable without feedback. And all style sheet. And okay, let's also import prop types from prop types. So just actually this class will have a prop types, and let's create our prop types. So our prop types will be item, whereas prop types are object. So basically when we create these items, we'll pass item form from the FlatList data, and let's create that home item. So it extends component. So how our item works is so when you press this item, it will show you a description. If it's pressed, if it's selected. Otherwise, it show only title. So this means that we have a for state. We need to have some property where is selected. So this means that we will know that if item is selected or not. And let's implement this render method return. So we have view, and okay, so we have a view. So let's show you. So we have title and we have close button, and on this title we have description. So this means that our view, the main view is parent, will have a flex direction of column. So we have and also we need to have a flex direction of row. So this means that these two items is one row. So in order to implement this item, we need to put it in one row, and otherwise everything will be in column. So let's create touchable with touchable without feedback. So I'm not gonna give any styles or any properties yet. So this is our main container responsible for the whole item, and in that this container will be also view for. Let's create the view. It's container for this part, and let's call it title container. So it means, so actually let's give styles container, and here will be view style will be styles title container, and inside this container will be text responsible title and image responsible for this X image. Text, and for now let's get hey and create image. So image source will be empty for now, and style, give some style for image. Let's close it. So yeah, we need to create this images source for images. So let's create folder resources. So we'll actually keep all of these images and files, PNG, JPEG, any files in the resources folder. And actually in the source folder, let's create assets, and in this assets let's create method. Let's create file images.js. So this image.js actually exports for us object images, and there will be okay, but two buttons, which is let's create button expand, and it will get everything from our resources folder. We don't have any files yet, so also create close. Actually, let's copy this one. So we need images, so let's find it. Okay, go to icons, and find some icon for that, and so we'll need down arrow down to expand. I think this one works fine. This one looks better. And also close this one. Okay, and